To update input elements on the form from our component class, we use setValue or patchValue. Use setValue to set the value of every form control in the form model. In this example, we have 3 form controls, and we set the value of each one. If we only want to set a subset of the values, we use patchValue instead. Here we only set 2 of the values. Let's give this a try. To try this out, we'll add a button to our demo form template to provide some test data on the form. We'll use event binding to bind to a populate test data method. Next, we need to write that method in the component class. I'll paste the code and we can talk through it. In this method, we use setValue to update each of the values in the form model. Let's check it out in the browser. Looking at the form, we see our new Test Data button. Click it, and the form populates with the defined values. But what if we only wanted to populate the name fields? If we go back to the method and remove the email address, for example, then look back at the form in the browser, if we open the developer tools, then click Test Data, we see an error message in the console. Must supply a value for form control with name email. That's because the setValue requires that we set the value of every form control in the form model. What do? If you said patchValue, you are correct. Let's change setValue here to patchValue. Recheck the form in the browser, click Test Data, and it works. Use setValue when setting all of the form controls on the form. Use patchValue to assign values for a subset of the form controls. We'll see a more real-world example of these features later in this course. Looking back at the code that created the form model, this code is a bit long, and will be even longer if we add all of the address fields. Wouldn't it be nice if there was an easier way to write this code block? And there is. Let's check out the form builder next.